These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Minnesota Vikings.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Following the interception, Cousins. Get quickly to Thielen here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Here's Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5.
Cousins pass.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
A gain of
That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Cook on the toss left. He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
makes the score Vikings 7. Washington, nothing. Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Washington.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Time with the tailback. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 2nd and 15 now. Allen. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10.
His pass.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Anthony Barr.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Cousins on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 39-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On play action, Cousins. Flush to his right. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. These two teams all tied after one. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. To the air again, it's Cousins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the return will go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
1st and 10.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To the air, Allen. Pass incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
To avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
22-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
1st down.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Back at his own 49.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete to number 30.
8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
At the 41. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Allen. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play fake. Cousins.
They're going for Jefferson downfield.
Traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Allen. Here's Foster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Allen off the play fake.
A quick slant to Hill.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it?
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. After the sack on first down, Cousins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 16. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Throwing is Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
It's
7 yards, the pickup there.
2nd and 3. At the
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
For the extra point.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And again this time to the tailback. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He is going to find Hill here. And some room to maneuver. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
On the play. And it brings up third down.
Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, there's going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
15-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down. Final minute now in the third quarter.
At the 32-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 40 now on second down. Cousins. It's caught inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. working out of the gun. Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hockenson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Allen. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. Touchdown, Washington. Keith Kirkwood, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth.
25.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. First down, here's Cousins. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
Now they try the right side here. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And Washington has retaken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost him 5 yards. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes this Washington 32. Vikings 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Cousins on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
12 yards there and a 1st down. Cousins again. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. To the air again, it's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops him up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two-score deficit.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Oh, going for Jefferson down. And got his man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big two-point conversion attempt. Cousins. There as it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
Take off your helmet.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Vikings 34.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
And by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room to work. And now to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 62 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo. Didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. It's caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll run for it with Cook. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes this Washington 48.
So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing on second and long. Cousins. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On third down, Gibson. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
55.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.